Hello students of standard 6th. Good afternoon students. I hope that you all are fit and fine. Welcome to this online class teaching. Today we are going to learn an important session of English, that is grammar. Grammar is very important and is a basic foundation for all the languages. It is very easy to understand, but many of the students find difficulty in understanding it. So students, today we are going to learn a new topic on grammar, that is parts of a speech. It is a very important topic in grammar. Actually, parts of speech plays a very important role in learning grammar because grammar is based on parts of a speech. The sentences of English is also impossible without the parts of speech. The types of parts of speech together make a sentence. Today we will learn different types of parts of speech in detail with examples. So let us begin with it. So what actually are the parts of speech? Words that are divided into different kinds or classes are called as parts of speech. According to the work they do and according to their use, parts of speech are classified into 8 types. The types of parts of speech act like as they are given job titles. Parts of speech is given a job in a sentence. Just like a person can be a doctor, teacher, scientist, etc. Likewise, a word can be a verb, noun, adjective, pronoun, etc. depending on the job that it does in a sentence. These are important as when you study grammar, you will come across terms like nouns, adjectives, verbs, pronouns, etc. And if you know what they mean, you will find better to understand grammar. So students, let us study the types of parts of speech in detail. There are 8 parts of speech. They are verb, noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So students, let us study each part of speech in detail with examples. The first part of speech that we will study is noun. Noun is a name given to a person, place, animal, thing, feeling or idea. Nouns are also called as naming words. For example, first one, Ashok is a boy. Here Ashok is the name of a person, whereas boy is used as common noun representing Ashok. Second one, Akbar was a great king. Here again, Akbar is a name of a place, whereas king is a common noun used to represent Akbar. Third one, Rosie went to Malta with her family on vacations last year. Here in this third example, Rosie is a name of a person, Malta is a name of a place, vacations and here both are nouns. So a noun is a naming word. Here are few examples of nouns given in the image over here. Boy, cat, sadness, house, chair. These are all nouns. Noun can also be an animal like dogs, cats, lions, etc. It could be a thing like pen, watch, book, house, chair, etc. It could be a feeling like happiness, anger, sad, etc. So these are all called as nouns. So students understood what are nouns? Nouns are naming words. Now let us go on to the second type, that is verbs. A verb is a word that shows an action or a state. Verbs are also called as action words. Verbs are important in the English grammar and languages. They are important as in every sentence in English must have a verb. You cannot have sentence without verbs in English. Only verbs have sentences like in past tense, present tense and future tense. A verb is a word that is showing action or a state. Your state means a situation. Let us see the examples related to action as well as state. The first example, I am playing tennis with my friend. Here in the first example we can see that playing is an action being performed. Therefore, playing is a verb. It is an action word. Second example, they are dancing joyfully. Here in the second example we can see that dancing is an action performed, whereas dancing is a verb. Third, we can see that I am a teacher. Here in this third example, we can not see any action being performed, but am is a verb. Why am is a verb? Because am is showing a state, that is a situation. It is just simply saying that I am a teacher. Fourth example, they both are my neighbors. Again in the fourth example, we can see that there is no action being performed, but are is a verb. Are is a verb which shows a state or a situation. The first two examples we saw was the action words example, that is physical actions being performed. Whereas in the third and fourth example we saw that we saw examples of a state or a situation. So students, in this image over here we can see some action words given like look, run, play, jump, sing, laugh, read, walk, swim, hide, wash, dance, sleep, eat, write, sit. So students understood what are verbs? Verbs are action words or the words which show a state and situation. So students, let us move to the third type. The third type of part of speech is pronoun. A pronoun is a word used to replace a noun. Pronoun is used to avoid repetition of nouns in 2 or 3 sentences or a paragraph. Because we cannot use the name every time in a sentence or a paragraph, we use pronouns instead of a noun. Let us see the example. Preeti is a good dancer. She loves dancing. In the first example, we can see that she is used as a pronoun. It is used as a pronoun at the place of Preeti, that is the noun. We cannot say the sentence as like this. Preeti is a good dancer. Preeti loves dancing. It doesn't feel proper. It sounds indifferent. So we use a pronoun instead of repeating the noun again and again in every sentence. Now second example, let us see. The books are there where you left them. Again here, the books is a noun and them is a pronoun. Here I have replaced the pronoun them with the books noun. I have not used the books again and again in place of them. Them is a pronoun replaced by a noun, the books. So understood students what are pronouns? Pronouns are words which are used to replace a noun. So now let us go to the fourth type. The fourth type of part of speech is adjective. An adjective is a word that gives us information about a noun or a pronoun. It is also known as describing words. It is a word used to add something to the meaning of a noun. For example, they drove an amazing big red sports car. Here car is a noun and the information which gives about the car is amazing big red sports. So amazing big red sports is an adjective which gives information about a car. What type of car was it? Sports. Which color? Red. What size? Amazing big. So amazing big red sports gives the information about a car. Second example, she is a brave girl. Here brave is a adjective. It is an adjective of quality which gives to the girl noun. It describes about the girl. How is a girl brave? Third one, there are 60 students in a class. Here 60 is an adjective of number. It describes about the students. It tells that how many students were there. 60 students. So 60 is an adjective which describes about how many students. So students understood what are adjectives. Adjectives are describing words. It describes about a noun or a pronoun. So now students, let us go to the fifth type. The fifth part of speech is adverbs. Adverbs give information about a verb, adjective, or even another adverb. It answers the question like when, why, how, in what way, in what manner, to what extent. Let us see the examples. First one, we walked slowly towards a beautiful garden. Here walked is a verb and slowly is an adverb because it gives information about the verb walked. How we walked slowly. We walked slowly. So slowly is an adverb which gives information about the verb walked. Second example. Yesterday evening we reached somewhat hurriedly to the very grand party. Here the verb that is action being done is reached. So I have underlined yesterday evening. Yesterday evening is an adverb which gives information about the verb reached. When we reached yesterday evening. Second adverb I have underlined is hurriedly. Hurriedly is an adverb which gives information about the verb reached. Like it gives answer to the question as the how we reached hurriedly. Then third I have underlined somewhat. Hurriedly is one of the adverb. Now we will see adverbs give information about another adverb. How it gives information about the another adverb is that how hurriedly we reached somewhat hurriedly. So somewhat is an adverb which gives information about another adverb hurriedly. Now the fourth word I have underlined here is very. Very is an adverb which gives information about an adjective grand. How was the party? Very grand. So very is an adverb. So in these two examples we saw adverbs giving information about a verb, adjective, or even another adverb. So students, I hope that you have understood the meaning of adverbs.